Welcome in, Paul Catalina's Top 5, the Week 11 Awards, brought to you by Texas Beef House. Use our promo code 365 Sports. I almost forgot. Long weekend of debauchery. I'm sorry, a little slow on the uptake on a Monday, but it's okay. I'll shake it off. Let's go. Number 5, the Red Wedding Award goes to Florida State. If you're familiar with Game of Thrones and the Red Wedding, it was an episode in which a ton of characters got killed right in the season finale. It was very shocking. If you hadn't followed the books, you had no idea it was coming. It was very bad. Well, Florida State had their own Red Wedding, and it was probably just the first part of it, as offensive coordinator and offensive line coach Alex Atkins was let go, Adam Fuller, the defensive coordinator, was let go, and wide receivers coach and former Florida State national champion wide receiver Ron Dugans, 1999, let go as well. This is the worst sequel you can imagine to a 13-0 season last year. From the moment they got snubbed on, they've been nothing but bad decisions or wrong decisions, things that didn't work out for them. 1-9 after a 52-3 loss to Notre Dame. Absolutely had to be done. It sucks for a group of guys who helped them get to 13-0 and do that last year. But 1-9 is unacceptable, and changes have to come. So the Red Wedding Award lives in Tallahassee at FSU. Number 4, the Finally Dude Award goes to Lane Kiffin. Congratulations, Lane. You've been fighting this uphill battle in the SEC, America's toughest conference by most metrics and from what Greg Sankey tells me. But you have not had that signature win as the Ole Miss coach. Well, you just had it, sir. With a banged-up team of your own, you went out and you stuck it to Georgia. That was impressive. Congratulations to Ole Miss. Hotty toddy, gosh almighty, who in the hell are we? Ole Miss, I salute you. But finally, everyone's waiting for this, Lane. Especially you, I know. But finally, number 3, the What Are You Doing Award. Same game, Jake Pope, Georgia player, went and celebrated with his lifelong friend. Now, while I understand wanting to celebrate with your lifelong friend, wait till you take your shoulder pads off, get a shower, meet him after if you can. Maybe just share a Snapchat. Don't jump on the field after your team just got their ass beat with your friend. It's a bad look. Kirby Smart, he doesn't have time to deal with those things, but look, you're going to get your ass chewed. I know you're happy for your friend. I know maybe it's a different era now, and maybe I sound like an old man yelling at clouds. But come on, dude. There's 100 other guys sad in the locker room. Read the room. Number 2, the Fix It Award goes to the Miami defense. Miami defense, if you don't get better and get better in a hurry, you are going to cost your team playoff wins and maybe even playoff seeding. The committee is looking to keep anybody but the SEC and Big Ten out of this playoff. Don't think that they're not. And any excuse you give them, like a second loss, which means way more in the ACC than it does in the SEC, any excuse you give them, and losing another game because your defense can't stop anybody. Georgia Tech beat Miami this week and couldn't throw the ball. They just ran right at them. And the Miami defense has been a weakness all year long. They've been playing fast and loose, and Cam Ward has always been there to bail them out. Cam Ward didn't have his best game, but he was trying to bail him out the best he could. But that Miami defense could not match his energy and has not been able to match his energy for most of the season. So you better fix it, and you better fix it in a hurry, because there's not much time left, and you likely have a matchup with SMU or Clemson coming down the line, and both those teams can run the ball. So fix it. Number 1, the Take a Deep Breath Award goes to Utah AD Mark Harlan. Look, Mark, I get it. In the moment, you felt that you were snubbed. You got screwed. You felt the game was stolen from you. And it's okay to feel that way. I'd have felt that way too. As a matter of fact, until I saw multiple replays, I kind of thought you might have been right. But there's no swallow the whistle code. There's no award for calling them out like this. In fact, there's a fine, and then everybody's going to jump on you anyway. You've lost multiple games in a row. I get that you were in the emotions of the moment, and I get that you still feel you were right. And you'll have that discussion, you probably already have with Brett Yormark, about that. But you didn't read the room correctly, just like Jay Pope didn't. You didn't read the room correctly nationally. You didn't even wait a second to see some of the video to see why they might have made that call. I assume you didn't, because if you had, you might have been like, well, I need to have a conversation with Brett Yormark about maybe when they make this call or explain why this was such an egregious penalty, but made a mistake by going out there. So I just recommend a little woo-saw for you, buddy, before you go run into the press conference. I'm sure he has enough regrets already, but certainly had to throw that one out there for this week. That is your Week 11 awards. That is the top 5. Now it's time to say goodbye.